are going to study one of the questions which was asked in JEE Advanced 2018 this year. Look at this question. This is yn equal to 1 by n in whole bracket n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3 and so on up to n plus n, and this bracket raised to 1 by n. The question says if L is a limit where n tending to infinite, yn limit when n is tending to infinite is L, then what is the greatest integer value of L? So we have to find out the greatest integer value of L. That value we can find only if we know this limit. We can calculate this limit. Look at this question. This year it is asked for 3 marks. Actually this question seems to be a question of limit, but you know what, this question cannot be solved using the sequence and series formula or what we guess other formulae, but rather it is a traditional question of integration. So let's see how it can be solved. I'll write it again here, yn equal to 1 by n, and here this is n plus 1, n plus 2, n plus 3 and so on up to n plus n, and whole bracket raised to 1 by n. What I'll do, I'll divide each this bracket by n. So when I am dividing by n, I need to multiply by n as well. So if I divide this every term by n, then this becomes 1 plus 1 by n, and this becomes 1 plus 2 by n, this becomes 1 plus 3 by n, and so on. This becomes 1 plus n by n. This n by n I have written n 1, but this n by n I have written n by n as it is, because I see here one sequence in which the second term is 1 by n, 2 by n, 3 by n. So I have written here last term as n by n, and whole raised to 1 by n. Now look at this, every bracket I have divided by n. So every bracket I need to multiply by n. So n, here I multiplied, here I multiplied, here I multiplied. So that n will be multiplied n times. So here I get n raised to n. Now look at this, the yn we are calculating, yn. This 1 by n power is for each term which are in multiplication. So when I take n raised to n as a power 1 by n, then this n and this n get cancelled and I get n. So I get n, and that n, when this divided by n, I get that n cancelled. So what I remain it is only inside 1 plus 1 by n, 1 plus 2 by n, 1 plus 3 by n, and so on up to 1 plus n by n, and bracket raised to 1 by n. Now look at this, students. This n raised to n is completely cancelled with this n. How? N raised to n raised to 1 by n. That raised to 1 by n and this n got cancelled, and I am getting n outside, and that n outside cancels this 1 by n. So this is the yn I am getting. Now these all terms are in multiplication, but when we have to convert these terms as an integration, we have to convert them into summation. But all these are in multiplication. So all multiplied terms, how I can convert into summation? So I know that, or we know that, whenever we take a log of multiplication, we get summation of individual logs. Like if I take log of yn, I would get log of all these terms raised to 1 by n. So this 1 by n get multiplied here, and I get summation of each log, summation of each log, or summation of this log, summation of this log, yeah, log of each term I am getting summation. So how many times summation I am getting? Log of 1 plus r by n if I write there, then this r is changing from 1, 2, 3 up to n. So I will write here r is changing from 1 to n. So this is log of y by n I am getting. So actually we have to find out limit L. Herein I don't see log, but I am taking log because when I take log, all these multiplication terms are coming under summation, and summation can be conveniently converted into integration. So the question is to find out greatest integer of L, but we can find out L value only after applying log. So we are taking log here. It means to find out L, we need to apply log on both sides. So I would write down this as first step. So I would write down here again. See, write up. So L was limit n tending to infinity by n. So I applied log on both sides. So log L becomes limit n tending to infinite log of yn. Now have a look. We have just found what is log of yn. So limit n tending to infinite log of yn is 1 by n. Here you can see log of yn is 1 by n. Here it is 1 by n. And summation of log of 1 plus r by n. And here r is changing from 1 to n. So this is the sum of n terms here. This is the sum of n terms, but these n terms are infinite terms. So if we consider n is tending to infinity, so this is sum of infinite terms, and this sum can be conveniently converted into integration. If I consider this 1 by n, 1 by infinite, which is infinitesimally small, can be converted into dx. 1 by n can be written as dx, which is infinitesimally small. And what I am doing while converting this, I am assuming r by n as x. So this summation would get converted to integration. And this is an integration in x. So log of 1 plus r by n I have considered x, so this becomes 1 plus x. So now here I am finding out value of not L but log L. Remember this, because finally whatever integration we will be solving, that would be not L, but that would be rather log L, and from that we have to again find out L. But what will happen, the limits of this integration? See, r is changing from 1, so if I put r equal to 1, then I will get the minimum value of r by n, that is 1 by n, 1 by n, 1 by infinite, because n is tending to infinite. So 1 by infinite will be 0. So lower limit I am getting 0. But r is increasing and reaching up to n. So when I put r equal to n, say n by n, because n is tending to infinite, n by n will give me 1. So x, the integration in x will have a higher limit, upper limit 1. So log of 1 plus x integration still is little difficult. It will take time if I solve it by integration by part. So what I'll do, I'll replace this 1 plus x by x. 1 plus x by x, or I will replace this 1 plus x by t. Then what will happen? This will become log of t, and dx will become, because I am writing here 1 plus x as t, so dx will become dt. But remember here that limit will again change. How limit will change? When earlier x was 0, 1 plus 0, t will become 1 plus 0, 1. But when x was upper limit having 1, so 1 plus 1, t will have upper limit 2. Now we know log of t has a integration t log t minus t. And its lower limit is 1, upper limit is 2. And here I am getting the value of log L. So of course this can be solved by putting t equal to 2 once, and then by putting t equal to 1. So I will start it off. See, I will solve this step now here. So I am getting log L equals to, if I put 2, then I will get 2 log 2 minus here 2. This is the upper limit I have put. Now I will put lower limit. When I put t equal to 1, it becomes 1 log 1 minus 1. So this is becoming 2 log 2 minus 2. We know log 1 is 0, therefore this is 0 minus 1 minus 1. So it is becoming 0 minus 1. So 2 log 2 minus 2 plus 1, it is becoming minus 1. So this is log L. So here left hand side is in log, right hand side has one term log, but other term is 1. So if I want to find out L, then both the terms I would convert into log. So I would write this as log of 2 raised to 2, that is, it will become log of 4 because it is exponent property. 2 will go on the power of 2, and 1 I would write log E because log E is 1. Doing so will help me to write down this as log 4 minus log E. So I am getting log L equal to log 4 minus log E, and log L is now log of 4 by E. So see, log 4 I got log 4 by E, therefore L is 4 by E. What exactly they are asking is not L but greatest integer of L. You know what? Greatest integer of L means greatest integer of 4 by E, and we very well know that E is an irrational number having value around 2.7. So 4 by 2.7 will come out to be, of course not 2, 1 point something, 1 point something. So its greatest integer would be definitely 1. So greatest integer of L, what they have asked, is going to be 1. So that should be the right answer to this JEE Advanced 2018 question asked this year. This seems to be a question of limit. We could not use any sequence and series formulae or any other formulae for n, rather we can solve it using integration. So these are such typical type of questions which are regularly asked in different exams. So we can solve it conveniently using integration. That's all. Thank you.